Hello and welcome to the test for the Christmas Eve message. If we can find it here. So the message for Christmas Eve was the cobbler and his guest. There once lived in the city of Marseille an old shoemaker, loved and honored by his neighbors, who affectionately called him Father Martin. One Christmas Eve, as he sat alone in his little shop, reading of the visit of the wise men to the infant Jesus and of the gifts they brought, he said to himself, "If tomorrow were the first Christmas, and if this Jesus were to be born in Marseille this night, I know what I would give him." And he rose up from his stool and stood and took from the shelf overhead 2 tiny shoes of the softest snow-white leather with bright silver buckles. "I would give him these, my finest work." Then he paused and reflected. "But I am a foolish old man," he continued. "The master has no need of my poor gifts." Replacing the shoes, he blew out the candle and retired to rest. Hardly had he closed his eyes, it seemed, when he heard a voice call his name. "Martin, Martin." Intuitively, he felt a presence. Then the voice spoke again. "Martin, you have wished to see me. Tomorrow I shall pass by your window. If you see me and bid me enter, I shall be your guest at your table." Now, Father Martin did not sleep that night for joy, and before it was yet dawn, he rose and swept and tidied up his little shop. He spread fresh sand upon the floor and wreathed green boughs of fir along the rafters. On the spotless linen-covered table, he placed a loaf of white bread, a jar of honey, and a pitcher of milk. And when all was in readiness, he took up his patient vigil at the window. Presently he saw an old street sweeper pass by, blowing upon his thin, gnarled hands to warm them. "Poor fellow, he must be half frozen," thought Martin. Opening the door, he called out to him, "Come in, my friend, and warm yourself, and drink something hot." And the man gratefully accepted the invitation. An hour passed, and Martin saw a young, miserably clothed woman carrying a baby. She paused wearily to rest in the shelter of his doorway. The halt of the old cobbler was touched. Quickly he flung open the door. "Come in and warm while you rest," he said to her. "You do not look well," he remarked. "I am going to the hospital. I hope they will take me and my baby boy. My husband is at sea, and I am ill without a soul." "Oh, poor child," cried Father Martin. "You must eat something while you are getting warm." "No? Then let me give you a cup of milk to the little one." "Ah, what a bright, pretty little fellow he is." "Why, you have put no shoes on him." "I have no shoes for him," sighed the mother. "Then he shall have this lovely pair I finished yesterday." And Father Martin took down from the shelf the soft little snow-white shoes that he had admired the evening before. He slipped them on the child's feet, and lo and behold, they fit perfectly. And then shortly the poor mother went on her way, 2 shoes in her hand, tearful with gratitude. And Father Martin resumed his post at the window. Hour after hour went by, and although many people passed past his window, and although many people shared the hospitality of the old cobbler, the expected guest did not appear.